Hello, everyone. Take 4. Don't do it, please. So, review of last night's boxing. I did an instant reaction to Benn Eubank. I seen a lot of people last night and this morning saying, "Oh, I thought Benn won, a draw or Benn winning, robbery and all this." Now, I don't think that's like the perception of everyone, but I've seen people saying it. I can't see it. I thought Eubank won. I thought Eubank's jab alone won in a fair few other rounds. I thought Benn had some good rounds. I thought Benn had a lot of good parts of rounds, but Eubank still ended up winning them rounds. So yeah, I can't see how. I couldn't see Benn winning. I couldn't even see an argument for it. At the final bell, I didn't have any. There was no part of me thought, "Oh, I wonder which way this is going to go." Eubank had won. Secondly, Eddie Hearn said that Conor Benn is now the people's champion, which mad, isn't it? I'm on a matching show in 3 weeks' time, so and Ben, I don't want to say much. I'd be in trouble, but that's a mad thing to say. Conor Benn's been through a lot of stuff the last few years. That I agree on, but what are the reasons why he's had a lot of grief? There's one massive reason: he's had that stress, and he will never be the people's champion. Never.
Come on, Daddy.
I am the people. I'm a person. I'm part of the people. He will never be my champion. He's a very, very, very good fighter. He's a very hard man. He's super fit. He put on a great performance last night. He will never be the people's champion. You will never be. No, I didn't like that. He will never be the people's champion. The people's champions are your Muhammad Ali's. He will never be that. I have a lot of respect for him as a fighter, and he was someone at one time. I was like, mate, I like Conor Benn, and these days I never see him, so I couldn't say that. But I'm nothing personally against him. He isn't the people's champion. He isn't, and that narrative will never ever take off. Never ever ever. The biggest reason I wanted Eubank to win last night was so all could not be forgotten. Because at the minute, I'm on a high at the minute. I had a good fight against Fisher. Look, make no mistake, in 3 weeks' time, I get beaten around or I perform badly. I go back to just being Fat Dave Allen. He wasn't any good, so I'm glad Eubank won, because I didn't want this people's champion narrative to take off on Benn, because they will never ever take off. Well, anyway, moving on to the undercard now. Chief support, Yarde, Arthur. Arthur had a lot more lift than I thought, actually. I've seen Lyndon a lot recently. He goes to the same cryotherapy place. Good fellow, Lyndon. I like him. I wanted him to win. Really did. I just think the biggest problem for me is, the light heavyweight, cruiserweight differential with no wiggle room in between, for me, is the biggest problem. And maybe Yarde is facing the same problems. Is a big lump. I thought Arthur did well. I thought Yarde won the fight. I thought Yarde took over at the end. Arthur's very good, very clever. Last night I watched him. I've watched Arthur before. Fantastic jab. Good basic fundamentals. But last night I was really impressed with him. He did some really clever stuff. He's a really, really good fighter. But Yarde, physically.
I know. I do it.
Yeah, 1 minute, baby. Calm down, please. Betty, I'm 5 minutes in, please. I'm asking you nicely. Yes. Peppa Pig's on. Peppa Pig's in there. It's raining Peppa Pig's in there.
No.
Used to work.
No.
So anyway, yeah, just a bit too strong. Having 3 minutes. 3 minutes. What am I on about? I've got Peppa Pig on the brain now. Peppa Pig. Anyway. Yeah, Yarde's just a bit too strong in the end, I thought. Yarde's 33 now, like, he ain't even young, like, I didn't know he was that old. Not that 33 is old, of course. But, yeah, Yarde Boatsi, I think has to happen. And, oh, that's a different child. And I'd like to see Lyndon Arthur box Ben Whittaker. Next, McKenna Smith. I thought Smith would win, yeah. I thought Smith would win. Thought he had too much experience. The 19-month out at 36, coming off a stoppage defeat, of course, never good. I did worry about that, but I just thought he'd have too much experience from McKenna. But McKenna's good. I think McKenna would beat Eubank and Benn, middleweight, to be completely honest. McKenna was good. He switched it a bit. Good movement. Kept it going for 12. That body shot he got with was a beauty at the end. It was a beauty. I mean, Liam Smith past his best. It has to be. Well past his best. So how goes McKenna? We don't really know. I'd like to see him box. I don't know really. What level is he at? Because what level is Smith at? What level does that put McKenna at? I don't even know. I genuinely do not know. But he was good, and I'd like to see him again. Then we had Riley and Clark. Bilal Riley for me was a standout last night. He's a really good boxer, really clever. I don't think he's a puncher, and I thought that might hold him back a little bit, but he beat Chev Clark up. Chev Clark looks old, I think. I think he looks old. He hasn't looked good. Virgil Hunter in the corner. Did a great job with Andre Ward, but he keeps going in these corners now. You can't change fighters in 10 weeks, 10, 12 weeks. What do you expect? What do you think he's going to do with his lunch in 10 or 12 weeks? Mad. They keep going changing trainers and he's going to do this. Mate, it don't take 10 or 12 weeks. It takes fucking 10 or 12 a year. But Riley's good, and that leads me on to Bill and Smith Glanton. I think Riley beat Bill and Smith now. Bill and Smith, Clark, a few of these other cruisers have got miles on the clock, but Riley's just coming in at the right time, I think, to beat them all. But I love Bill and Smith. Tough, and turned it around last night with his experience, and that. It's just, Bill and Smith's just fucking massive at the weight and fit and hard. He does nothing spectacular. He's just fucking fit and hard and on it. But I think Riley's come at the right time, actually, and going to clean up domestically. I think he'll beat all of them. He's young and fresh, and he can box, and the others have got too many miles on the clock. So that was last night's boxing. It was a weird one. Like, we had 5 fights that all went the distance. On paper, it was a cracking card. I'm not sure if I'd like the 5 12-rounders or I'd like some prospects on to break it up a bit. I don't know, but on paper, it was a cracking card. And you can't always... You don't know how things are going to play out, do you? But it was... The main event was a cracker, and the other 4 fights... Some very good fighters on show, but they didn't really... The fights weren't great. But overall, good night boxing.